Okay, here's warm up 10.6. So I've got this angle outside of this circle. It's the angle is formed from two secant lines. These are both secant lines that cut through the circle twice. That's what a secant line is. Okay. If I think about this as a flashlight over here, where the angle is, and then I think about the parts of the circle that are illuminated, the parts. I'm really talking about the arcs here, right? I've got this little arc that's going to be illuminated by that flashlight and this bigger arc that's illuminated, okay? And there's a relationship between that angle and those two arcs. So here's the relationship. The angle is going to be equal to 1/2 of the big arc minus the small arc. Okay, I just use SM for small arc because I ran out of space, okay? My angle here is going to be X. The big arc is the 111. I can tell that's bigger just by looking at it. It's always going to be farther away from the angle because this flashlight beam is spread out more by then, right? By the time it gets to the 111. And then I just need to find the small arc. So I need to do a little side problem here to find this piece. So let's call this Y. If you look at the whole circle, I've got everything but the Y, right? So I know a full circle has 360 degrees, so I can write a little formula here, or a little equation, I should say. All of those angles are going to add up to 360. Okay, I'll combine these on the left side, so that's going to give me 319, I believe. Yeah. And I just have to subtract 319. And I'm going to get 41 degrees there. So that's my small arc, right? My small arc is going to be 41 degrees, okay? And now I can start to solve down here. So I'm going to do 111 minus 41, which is 70. So 1/2 of 70 degrees would be 35 degrees. That is the measure of that angle then. Okay. All right, on the next problem. This is a little different because I've got two chords that are meeting inside of a circle. So here the intersection is outside, here the intersection is inside. So it's a similar process, but it's slightly different. The little formula is a little bit different, but the work is very similar, okay? So the X here is going to be related to this arc, but also this arc because if this is X, this is going to be X too. They're vertical angles, right? So that X is related to those two arcs, which is nice, but it's a little unfortunate because I don't have the measures of these arcs. I have the measures of those two. And yeah, I could, I could see that's 228, and I could see how much is left to get to 360, but it's not going to be split evenly between those two arcs. So that method's not going to work. But what I can do instead is find this angle. I'm going to call this angle Y here. Because if I look at this angle, it's related to this arc, and then this would be Y as well, and this arc. And I do have those two arcs. So now I can solve for Y, and here's the little formula. In this case, the angle is going to be equal to the average of these two arcs. Okay? So if you think about finding the average, you could add them together, divide by 2. That's how we usually do it. But if I want to make it look like this formula, it's just going to look like that. And it doesn't really matter which one's the big one and the small one because we're adding them together anyways, right? So multiplying by half is the same as dividing by 2. So this would be the same as taking the average of them. Okay? So I've got 128 plus 100 to get 228. Okay? And then half of 228 is going to be 114. So that is not my final answer. That's what Y is. I should have put Y. My angle here, I was looking for Y. Okay. So this is 114. Okay. But now what I can do those two together, they form a straight line. So they're going to be supplementary. Now I can say x plus 114 is going to be 180. Okay, and that's going to give me 66 degrees. All right. All right, and then this third one, the formula is really the same as it is for this situation. Even though these are tangents, I'm still my angle is gonna equal 1/2 of the big arc minus the small arc. Okay, so my angle here is x. My big arc is 138 degrees. My small arc is, I don't know yet, it's not marked. But that's okay, we can find it because, hey, I've got 138 degrees right there. And I've got, I don't know how many degrees right here. Let's call this y. But hey, I can solve for y because y plus 138 is going to be 360. And that's 222 degrees. Okay, and now, oh, I said that this is my big arc, but this is actually my small arc, right? So I wanted to say 1/2 of 222 minus 138. All right. Okay, 222 minus 138 is 84. And then I take half of that, which is 42 degrees, and there's my solution. Okay, and that's it. That's all I got. See you next time. Have a good day.